Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is John. I'm doing a small review for Hornblasters shocker horns. I had them on my Silverado right over there, and I was getting a gurgling sound out of them, so I installed a inline air filter on them to see if that would help, and it didn't. So I called up Hornblasters, and they sent me some brand new horns for free. So we're gonna do a review on them and show y'all how I have them set up on my truck. Right here is my brackets that I welded up. It's just a piece of angle iron with a couple different tabs on them so I can mount them to the frame of my vehicle. Got them all painted up and looking good. Anyway, these are great horns. They're very loud. I'm glad that Hornblasters sent me some brand new ones, and I'm ready to get them mounted up, and I'll show y'all how I do it. Alright, so here they are out of the box. They are plastic, which is a good thing because then they don't rust. If you look inside, there's a stainless steel diaphragm, so that doesn't rust either. They got some brass fittings on them, and Hornblasters sent me some new push button fittings as well. I'll show y'all how I got them all mounted up to my bracket here. Alright, so here are the brackets. You can see the 4 holes. That's where the horns mount in to the angle iron. They do lay flush right onto the bracket. The little brass fitting slides right on through the hole, which works pretty good. You can see the 2 holes, the smaller ones on the tabs right here and right here, that mounts to the frame, actually where my grill is, and I'll show y'all how I got that mounted up here in just a second. Just put the washer on, and then you put the nut on. And once you get that hand tight, you want to wrench it down with a wrench. Make sure you got a good seal. After you do that, you put some Teflon tape on the brass and screw those fittings on, which we're going to do that last. I'll show y'all how to hook them up. And this other end, you just slide the washers off, and the bolt that's installed on the horn, you just slide it back on through the hole that's on the L bracket. Put the washer back on and screw the nut back on and make sure it's tight. And then I have a couple other holes, this one right here and this one right here. These all mount to the other horns, and then the 3 bigger holes you see mount up underneath the truck, and I'll show you all that in just a second. Alright, right here's the cover for the motor. I already took all the little plugs out to make it easier, so we'll just go ahead and pull this off. And right here's my electric solenoid that comes with the Hornblasters kit. And to the right here is where you mount the L bracket to the frame where the grill is. I'll show you all that in just a second. And this is one of the 2 inline air filters I put in. This one runs from the tank to the horns, and I'll show the other ones in just a second. So let's go ahead and pull this grill off and get these horns mounted. Alright, now we got the grill off. This is the electric solenoid right here. You can see the 4 hoses that hook to the horn into the push button connections. You can see the 2 holes that are on the bottom. Those are where you mount the horns at. The 2 on the top actually snap in for my grill, so having the bottom ones worked out great. That's where the little tabs will mount to those 2 bolts right there. And up underneath the truck here is where I have them mounted to the bottom side. This is a plastic skid plate. It is a heavy duty plastic, so it holds up pretty well. You can see these are the 3 bolts I have hanging out that hook to the other side of the L bracket I got. Alright, so we got the horns mounted. I got 3 out of the 4 hoses hooked up. I left one of them disconnected so I can show you how the push button fitting works. It's very easy. You just push the hose right into the tube, and when you feel it lock, it's locked. The only way you can get it out is if you push that little orange button right here. And you can see where I mounted the 2 holes at for the bracket on the top side, and on the bottom side you can see where the 3 holes go into the other piece, the second piece. Like I said, this is a heavy duty plastic. These horns aren't going anywhere. I could wiggle it and it's not moving. So I don't have to worry about these going anywhere. It's very sturdy. Alright, so we got them mounted. Let me show you guys my air tank setup. This is the 2-gallon tank that Hornblasters sends you with their kit. This is the bleeder valve right here. I got a 150 psi safety relief valve up under here, and this is the 1/2-inch line that goes to the horns. And this 1/4-inch line right here goes to the gauge inside the cab, and this line right here runs to another tank sitting right next to the other one. This is a 3-gallon tank. They just equalize together. Got a gauge on this one as well. It's only at 100 psi right now, just because I want to finish filming the video. And I got an air chuck tool connection outside here if I want to run any air tools or anything. And up underneath here, I was telling you guys about the inline air filter. I've ran this for about 2 minutes, the air compressor, and you can see how much water I have in here already. So I would highly recommend this to anybody. This thing works great on catching water. And up underneath here is the compressor I have mounted on my frame rail. So that's about it. Let me show you guys inside the cab. You know what kind of setup I got inside the cab. To the left of the steering wheel, I have the Hornblasters gauge that they send you with the kit. This is where that 1/4-inch line is ran to. And the other side of the steering wheel has a on switch. If you keep it up like that, is my normal city horn, and if you flip it down, that is activates the air horn whenever I press the horn on the steering wheel. You know, just one or the others on at a time. So that's about it, guys. Leave me some comments. Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate it.